Quite a few years ago, I made some shop weights. This was one of the first videos to receive a copyright notice for using a music clip. In an effort to clean up my channel of any strikes, I decided to reshoot this video. I also needed to make some more of these weights. If you are interested in seeing the old video, I will leave it unlisted and provide a link in the description, for now. Here, I am mounting my iPhone inside of my welding helmet. This will give you an idea of what I see when I weld. Later, we'll be able to compare this footage with Miller's new ClearLight 2.0 lens. When I shot this, it was the best helmet that I had used for clarity and field of view. But their new helmet is even better. Beyond simply making more of the same weights that I already had, I wanted to make a variety as well. I'd make 4 small weights and 2 giant ones. These larger weights would require a handle, and I think I had a pretty good idea about how to do it. I used 4-inch by 1.5-inch tube, as it's a reasonably good fit for the hand. I wanted the handle to not interfere with the faces of the weight. I manually laid out the section of the tube in the center of the 2 adjacent faces. After piloting the holes, I drilled out the corners and would cut these windows using a jigsaw. The jigsaw works great for 3/16-inch thick steel. But if you cross a tube weld, you may want to use a cutoff wheel instead. The hardened steel of the weld will almost instantly dull your blade. Now, the cross tube can be aligned and welded in place. Another easy way to cut the windows would be with a plasma cutter, if you have one. The jig I am using incorporates the offset of the drag tip. I will also use the plasma jig to give me a consistent offset to blend the welds to. This will give it a nice factory appearance. A strap of emery cloth will even out the surfaces. I'm going to need to plug the end of my new steel jug so that I can fill it with lead. Once again, I'll fit these to the inside of the tube. I will mostly bevel the end cap. When I weld, I'll be careful to not violate the silhouette of the steel tube. And now to melt the lead. Unlike the other weights where I used a ladle to fill the tubes, here I will just melt the lead directly into the weights. You can see the steel turn blue as the lead is heated beyond the 600-degree melting point. Incidentally, lead musket balls were the very first things I ever cast as a kid, followed by lead plaster casts of seashells. The purity of the lead really wasn't a concern, but it will make it easier to cap if it's level. Around this time, I received the new ClearLight 2.0 helmet from Miller, and I have to say I'm very impressed. So much so that I actually got a second display to use in a 3D printed shroud that I designed for my camera. I will mount my phone in the new helmet, and then we can compare. Here you can see all the blues and yellows coming through instead of everything being green. This means that I can keep the hood down and continue working without constantly lifting it to see what I'm doing or to do the setup. The fact that I can do all of this while looking around an iPhone is a testament to how generous the view actually is. For the welds, I'm using the Multimatic 220 from Miller. Check out the description for more information. The new helmet also has a grind mode that's useful for grinding or safely using a cutoff wheel without needing to grab a face shield. With the lead now completely encased, I'll prep for paint. The bluing is cool, but it's a little too mall ninja for me. After hitting it with 220 grit sandpaper, I'll give it a few coats of black lacquer enamel. Now let's weigh them and see how we did. The small 2x2 weights are 15 pounds each. The 2x4 weights are 30 pounds. And the 4x4 weights with the handles are 55 pounds, for a total of over 410 pounds of clamping power. I'm excited to have more of these weights in my shop. They have proven useful for laminating sheets, being a second hand, and for doing complex glue-ups. People say that you can never have enough clamps. I also think that sometimes you can never have enough shop weights. Thanks for watching.